Today, we are diving deep into a huge question in the online business world. Why do so many of us get stuck chasing the next big promise instead of building something that actually lasts? We're going to talk about making the switch from hype to real, solid substance.
Let's get real for a second. Have you ever thought to yourself, man, if I could just find that one big break, that one opportunity, everything would just click. But for some reason, that break never seems to show up.
Well, what if the real problem isn't a lack of opportunity out there, but a lack of clarity right in here? What if it's all about how you see the things that are already right in front of you? That's what we're digging into today. Gaining a kind of clarity that can completely change the game for you.
Okay, so here's our roadmap. First, we're going to pull the curtain back on the bonus hype trap. Then, we'll talk about what real value actually looks like. After that, we'll get into the fun stuff, like using creativity as a superpower and even turning the whole hustle into a game. And finally, it all comes down to one single thing: your decision.
All right, first up, let's talk about something I'm pretty sure we've all seen a million times: the never-ending cycle of bonus hype.
I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? You've seen it. A product that costs maybe $1,000, but it comes with a $600,000 bonus stack. It's designed to overwhelm you, to make you think you're getting the deal of a lifetime. But you have to stop and ask, where did that number even come from?
And this slide just breaks it down perfectly. You've got two paths your brain can take. The emotional path just sees the giant number and goes, wow, what a steal. But the logical path, it takes a step back. It asks the really important question. Okay, hold on. How was this value created? What actual time, real effort, and hard-won knowledge went into this thing? That's when the fog starts to clear.
So if those massive made-up numbers are just smoke and mirrors, then what should we be looking for? We need a totally new definition of value. And honestly, it all boils down to two things that are way more important than money: your time and your clarity.
This right here, this is the heart of it. See, real value isn't just some number somebody slaps on a sales page. It is the result of the grind. It's all the hours of research, the years of expertise, the painful trial and error, all of that, packaged into something tangible that helps someone else move forward faster and with less pain. And this is just a fundamental truth of business, you know? There's no such thing as a free lunch. You can't avoid investing in your growth. You're either going to pay with your money or you're going to pay with something way, way more expensive: your time.
So how do we actually calculate this stuff? Well, think about it like this. If an expert can save you weeks of banging your head against the wall in just one single 60-minute conversation, what is that hour actually worth? We're putting it at $100 an hour. But you're not just buying 60 minutes. You're literally buying back weeks of your life.
And this is how that value starts to stack up into something really substantial. A single document, let's say a strategic plan, can be worth almost $3,000. Why? Because it represents dozens of those $100 hours, all condensed into a blueprint that saves you from all that guesswork. That's real value.
But here's the thing. Seeing this kind of value doesn't just happen automatically. It's a skill. It's a mindset you have to develop. It's like putting on a new pair of glasses that lets you see the world differently. Let me show you what I mean with a super simple example.
Okay, check this out. Person A walks into a store, sees a case of water for $4 and thinks, cool, I'm thirsty. That's it. But person B sees the exact same case of water and immediately sees a $36 asset. They know that if they just sell each bottle individually for $1.50, that's a $32 profit. Then they can take that profit and do it all over again and again. It's the same object, but a totally different way of seeing its hidden value.
So now we get how to spot value. But what if we could create value in a way that literally no one else is doing? This is where we go beyond just spreadsheets and documents. This is where we tap into one of the most powerful forms of leverage there is: creativity.
And that brings us to this idea of edutainment. It's so powerful. Instead of just giving people dry, boring lessons, you wrap that valuable education inside something that's actually entertaining. It makes the lesson stick, it forges a way stronger connection, and man, it really helps you stand out.
For instance, think about this. A whole music album built from the ground up to be a business tool. Every single track is designed to teach a business concept through its lyrics. It inspires people, it motivates them, and it acts as a totally unique way to attract people to your world. It's not just music, it's a strategic asset for building a culture.
Okay, so we've got real value and we're delivering it in a creative way. That is a massive advantage. But there's one more piece to this puzzle. How do you actually get people to take action on what they're learning day in and day out? Well, you make it fun. You gamify the whole entire hustle.
I mean, just think about that for a second. What if instead of dreading your to-do list, you were excited to log in and play a game where every single move you make teaches you a real skill and actually pushes your business forward?
And the whole experience would be built just for you. Right from the start, you choose your avatar, you pick your experience level, and you set your immediate goal, like maybe just getting your very first sale. This isn't some one-size-fits-all thing. It's a journey designed to get you a specific result.
Now here's where it gets really, really cool. The game itself is super simple, like a card game. If you win the hand, awesome, you earn points and coins. But if you lose the hand, it's not just a loss. The game instantly gives you a real-world marketing task, like writing a killer call to action to complete so you can earn your points back. So yeah, winning is great, but losing is where the real learning and skill building happens.
So we've talked about spotting real value, leveraging creativity, and even turning learning into a game. But honestly, none of that matters, not a single bit of it, without the one thing that has to happen first: your decision.
It really all comes down to a crossroads. You can keep getting distracted by the next shiny object with its ridiculous bonus stack. Or you can decide to step into a system that's actually designed to build your skills and your assets for the long haul.
And this, right here, is the biggest takeaway of all. The people who actually win in this game, they're not the ones who are impressed by the hype. They're the ones who develop the skill to see what's real, find the courage to make a clear decision, and then have the discipline to take action on it.
And that's the ultimate shift, isn't it? Because once you can confidently identify real value when you see it, the entire game changes. You stop chasing opportunities because you finally have the tools, the clarity, and the mindset to build your own. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, hustle bear in the building. Adrenaline truth, this that run up the hill grind. Pressure make diamonds, I've been cutting through the steel line. Dreams don't chase you, better get it while the will grind. Legacy's a blueprint I've been building on the real time. If fear's in the room, I'm the one to make it goes quick. Faith in my chest, watch me load it like a full clip. Haters catch the wave or get washed in emotion. Action over doubt, that's the hustle bear doctrine. I've been running through the noise with a fire in my lungs. Every setback was a lesson, now I'm speaking in tongues. From the bottom to the summit, all I needed was a spark. Now my pain got a purpose, see the light in the dark. Ay, motion over madness, that's the code that I keep. Every dream need a soldier, I ain't losing no sleep. Put the doubts in the dirt, plant the faith like a seed. If you want it, go and get it, that's the hustler's creed. I woke up with a mission like the rent due on my oxygen. Purpose in my pocket, every loss became a document. I'm calibrated differently, my hustle got a doctorate. Turn my fears to employees, got them working on my confidence. Life hit me with storms, but I learned how to monetize the rain. Pain became a passport, now I travel through the strain. People love excuses, cause excuses never change. But action pay the bills, that's the truth inside the game. Had to cut some ties there, weight don't climb. If your circle ain't moving, then you running out of time. I ain't waiting on a sign, I was born to be a beacon. Hunger ain't a mindset, it's a language I speak in. Every day is overtime, I ain't got no halftime. Walking with a lion heart, built it from the bad times. Legacy's a contract, God signed the bottom. Now I hustle like the devil, never wanted me to blossom. I done fought my own shadows, had to box with my doubts. Took the quiet route to freedom, now my voice too loud. You can measure a man's truth by the storms he survives. I took every closed door as a gem for my mind. Pressure got a flavor, I've been learning how to taste it. Fear is just a wire that your courage gotta break with. This grind ain't pretty, it's sweat, grit, pavement. But comfort is a prison and dreams don't do arrangements. I came from the trenches of excuses and delay. Now discipline the engine, keep me pushing through the day. I ain't working for the moment, I'm investing in a name. When your legacy the mission, every step becomes a flame. People talk potential like it's somehow gonna save them, but potential's just a debt, action's how you gotta pay it. Success ain't in the future, it's a choice in the now. And if you're waiting on approval, you ain't ready for the crown. I've been running through the pain like a treadmill on fire. See the ashes of my doubts, that's the proof I'm getting higher. Every note became a hammer, built a kingdom out of trials. Faith drove the steering wheel while hustle held the tires. Ain't no elevator up, just the stairs of intention. Gotta climb with conviction, every step is a lesson. The grind is a mirror, what you see is a reflection. If you lazy with your actions, you gon' struggle with direction. Had nights where I cried, but the tears paid dues. Had fights with my pride, but the growth came through. Every scar got a purpose, every bruise got a clue. If you scared of the fall, you ain't ready for the view. I'm a soldier for the dream, that's the oath that I keep. Motivation ain't a moment, it's a promise you repeat. If you walking with excuses, you ain't walking with me. And if you want another level, you should hustle like a beast. I've been running through the noise with a fire in my lungs. Every setback was a lesson, now I'm speaking in tongues. From the bottom to the summit, all I needed was a spark. Now my pain got a purpose, see the light in the dark. Hey, motion over madness, that's the code that I keep. Every dream need a soldier, I ain't losing no sleep. Put the doubts in the dirt, plant the faith like a seed. If you want it, go and get it, that's the hustler's creed.
What you missed today in the Hustleverse.
Let's cut the excuses real quick. You don't need another training. You don't need another strategy. You don't need to figure it all out. You're not confused. You've just been overthinking the first step. The game is simple. Pick something, post something, learn from it, repeat. That's it. But instead, people freeze, trying to make the perfect move, trying to avoid mistakes, trying to feel 100% confident first, and end up doing nothing. Meanwhile, the person who just said, forget it, I'm starting anyway, is already 10 steps ahead. Progress beats perfection every time. If you've been stuck, this is your sign. Take the first step today. No more thinking. It's execution time. Comment hustle if you're ready to execute.
I know what I look like. I see it every time the screen goes dark. The tired eyes, the face that does not get picked first, the version nobody stops scrolling for. But here is what they do not see. I do not wake up trying to be admired. I wake up trying to be aligned. In my head, I am already the man who finishes what he starts, the one who studies while others complain, the one who does not wait for permission to build. I do not imagine success as applause. I imagine it as consistency. I picture myself calm under pressure, clear when things get noisy, focused while everyone else chases shortcuts. That version of me does not look perfect. He looks certain. Certain enough to keep going when nobody's watching. Certain enough to learn skills instead of chasing validation. Certain enough to show up again tomorrow, even when today did not pay. People think success shows up looking for confidence, charm, polish. That is a lie. Success looks for the person who already made room for it, the one who decided who they are before the results arrive. So yeah, this face might not stop traffic, but the man I see in my mind, that is who success is already moving toward. And I am not waiting to look like him. I am working like him.
I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepared was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got serving knowledge on plates. Got the recipe down. A blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. We are live. And once again, I want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 43, Day 3, and we are right at 16 minutes into today's challenge. Now, today is another exciting day. Today is Wednesday, right? So, as the beginning training suggested, today is Decision Day Wednesday. So, as we peel the curtain back to reveal the most valuable document in all of online marketing, the Hustlers 10-Minute a Day Challenge document, right? I want to just ask you guys, are you ready to make a decision? Are you ready to make a decision? Not necessarily take action. That might be a step too far for you right now. But in order to get started, first you have to make a decision. You have to decide that this is what you want to do. This is the road that you want to travel. This is the journey that you want to be on. And if you make that decision, I hope that you lock that decision in. Don't go backwards. Don't think it over after you make the decision and say, oh, did I make the right decision? Should I actually do this? No. Stay focused, stay committed, make the decision, and then take action after. Now, we know what tomorrow is, but it doesn't mean that you have to wait till tomorrow to take action. You can make your decisions today because one of the things that I strongly believe in is that there's no such thing as tomorrow. And I believe it really is no such thing as tomorrow. You only have the present, which is why they call present the gift, right? So this is all that you have. If the next 24 hours come and the next day come, then it will still be the present. It will be today, so to speak, right? So you only have now. You only have now. Make your decision and then move forward after making that decision. So today, I did my daily routine, my consistent ritual, which is to open up a new tab just to see what is actually going on in the news today. Now, as I pull up the tab, I'm surprised to see that there's not one particular story here. Figured that it was going to be a main headline, but then I started to see other things pop up. This right here in particular, which is interesting. I didn't click on this link. I'm interested to see what this has to say, but it wasn't the link that I clicked on. I let the feed go, flip from page to page until I saw what it is that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. And hopefully that will help you get those light bulb moments that will help you make the proper decisions. Now, things is moving real fast. Tech is moving fast. The world is moving fast. There's things going on out there that, it's mysterious, things that are going on that are, weird to some people. I seen one of my old coworkers, they posted about something about this man right here, right? And they mentioned that they absolutely hate him. And, you know, hate is a strong feeling. It's a strong word. You can choose to hate someone, you can choose to love someone, you can choose to believe someone, you can choose not to believe someone. but it is what it is, and things are going to happen. People make decisions. People make decisions to be the person that they are, to present themselves in the way they are, and they'll put that finger right there and they'll access their mind to take whatever actions that they choose to take. It's on them, and it's also on us how we actually interpret that information and internalize it, and how we use it to let it affect our own lives. But this right here, this is what I wanted to stop on. This is what I want to talk to you guys about. This story here. We're in that day and age of AI. I don't think that, you know, anytime soon there will be anything else to come around that will replace AI as being the main highlight topic of discussion. But it says here, Open AI doesn't just want to answer your questions, it wants to run your digital life. So I pulled up this article and I wanted to talk to you guys about it. And I want to just go over the key takeaways. And hopefully you can find a way that this applies to your life, to your business, and hopefully this will help you build a better online business. And we want to talk about some facts and figures and things like that, right? Because it's always good to know what's going on, not just using words. They say men lie, women lie, numbers don't, right? Numbers usually tell more of the truth than just any regular words. So you want to find the truth in various situations. Everything that you get involved in, I know we all want guarantees. We want to start a home based business where we know that our income is guaranteed, but nobody can guarantee you an income. Nobody can guarantee you that they can help you make money from home. I know that might be something hard for you to digest. You want to believe that there's somebody out there with the magic bullet that's going to flip a switch for you and it's going to unlock endless amounts of money, and that you're going to be so successful financially that you just won't know what to do with all the money that you earn. That's not the case. The most anyone can guarantee you is that they can provide you with the tools, the information, the blueprints, the templates, the bonuses that will help you, that will help you on your journey, that will be extra tools that you can use in order to do the work, put forth the effort, be consistent, and possibly get those results that you want from a financial standpoint. Now, the biggest guarantee that I can give you is that on a daily basis, you know, I give you what I call food for action. I give you information that's helpful, that's designed to guide you and help you make the best decisions. And only you have the power to use that information and do with it what you choose to do with it. And the universe will handle the rest. It'll say, hey, you've put forth enough effort, you've hustled long enough, you've stuck to the plan, you've implemented, you've taken action after you've made the decision long enough that the universe says, hey, we're going to start unlocking these doors. We're going to start making other people's visions start to, focus on you, because that's what you want. You want to do the work long enough for people to start to notice you, for your audience to start to take note, for your audience to say, hey, he or she, they're the real thing. They're going to be here. I've learned a lot from them. I think that this is the type of person that I want to connect with. This is the type of product or service that I want to use. I think it'll be of benefit to whatever it is that I'm trying to do. And now I'm ready to make a decision to move to the next step, whether it's become a lead of yours, or maybe it's just to jump directly into being a purchasing customer. And that is the only thing that will result in you earning an income from home. People making decisions based off of the value that you bring. All right. So let's get into this story right here. So it says AI evolution. OpenAI aims to move beyond simple Q&A, transforming AI into an active tool that manages search, task, and daily digital activities. OpenAI wants to do it all, except for a few things, right? We learned that OpenAI doesn't particularly care about giving you the ability to create videos, right? So we learned that recently when it closed down its Sora program, something that was very popular, something that we thought, hey, why would they do that? Everybody's creating videos, everybody loves video creation. But just because you like and love something, that doesn't mean that it's always good for business. You would have thought that that would have been something of a primary focus until you start looking into the stats and you start doing more research. And then you come to find out that that Sora program, or the video program that allowed you to create all of those videos, that allowed people to kind of, spam the internet with all of these various videos, it was costing OpenAI $1 million a day. Think about that. Imagine doing something that you enjoy, something that, yeah, you have fun with. It brings excitement and joy to various people. It's fun, it's creative. But then you look at your bank account, and every day it takes $1 million from your bank account. You might kind of reconsider, do I still continue to do this? Now, a lot of people might say, hey, a multi-million dollar company or billion-dollar company, they think emotionally and they say, hey, well, you got the money. What's the big deal? Well, money doesn't last forever. And if you don't have a way to replenish that money, then it just becomes like a drain. Everything starts to go down the drain. Now, that program itself, it wasn't yielding much returns, or as much returns as the company wanted. So it became more of a drain. So they had to make that decision. And they made the decision to move forward with their primary goal, which is to turn AI into an active tool that manages search, task, and daily digital activities. They see that as being the bread and butter. Now, if you look at different documents and if you study AI and you look at the idea that there's tokens and various things behind the scenes that might not affect you, depending on if you have a subscription plan where you don't necessarily use tokens for that. But what if you have a API system that you're using with OpenAI or ChatGPT or whatever other AI tool that you use? There's always another level, another, you know, situation that might be beyond what you're currently doing. Now, there's tokens and there's, different use case scenarios, and it costs companies money. Some, it costs $1 or more to do specific actions, and that can be financially draining. But when it comes to video, video is one of the highest cost things on the totem pole. To make a 1 second video, it might cost 10 times as much as it does to generate just a simple search, right? So, from a financial standpoint, and as from a business standpoint, we always have to be looking at the numbers once again. So next it says super app strategy. ChatGPT will become a central hub integrating codecs, browsing, and agentic capabilities to streamline user engagement and task execution. Now, I created some videos a few months ago and I talked about agentic. And agentic is going to be one of those keywords that pop up a lot. If you haven't heard of it before, then you're going to start hearing about it more. Now, it's been around for a little bit. There's people in the background that's been working using agentic tools. And what it basically means is AI moving from just being you talking to it, asking it to, hey, give me the square root of this, that, and the third. Give me a simple post on for Facebook or whatever social media. It moves from being just a question and answer situation to being a automated system, agentic. It's a agent. And a agent, I want you to think about it like this. A sales agent, somebody that works for you, and your personal agent. They go out and they do the work for you. If you're a businessman or woman and you need somebody to book a flight for you, you need to be here, there, everywhere. You need to have the hotel room. You need to, have all your appointments set up. The agent is the person that, they might call you up in the morning and say, hey, your flight is scheduled for 10 a.m. You need to be getting up now. Once when you get on your flight, after that, they contact you again and say, hey, we booked your hotel stay. So once when you arrive, you're gonna already have your hotel room booked for wherever it is that you're going. And then it's gonna tell you after that, hey, now that you're checked in, you know, your first meeting is at this time. Okay, your first meeting is at this time. Here's your notes for today's meeting. So it becomes more of a automated process where it's doing the work without you having to ask it questions and ask for it to do the response part for you. It won't be a question and answer situation. It'll be a setup and deliver type of situation where things will be streamlined, as it says, and user engagement and task execution. So it will be more of an execution type of situation. And this is going to cause a lot of things to run smoother. And it's going to cause, it's always that yin and yang, that positive and negative situations. The more you give something else power outside of you to take control, you know, take control of your life, then the less control you have and the less ability you have to actually do things. Imagine having an agent that books your hotel stays, books your flights and everything, and you never have to do these things. Technology advances, systems change, but then the agent, it keeps up with all of this information and knows how to do it. What if one day the agent happens to, by chance, say, hey, I'm not doing this for you anymore. Now you have to get this stuff done yourself. And then you go online and you find that technology has changed and now you don't even know how to book your own flight. You don't even know how to book your own hotel stay. You don't know how to do the simple things as far as, ordering food from your favorite delivery place because the system is completely different. That's what happens when people let systems and various things take over their lives and leave them feeling free to just wander and roam and do whatever it is that they plan on doing when they don't have to do all of this stuff that the AI is going to be doing for them. So it says here, massive user base with 900 million weekly users and growing adoption. OpenAI plans to normalize AI as the default layer for digital life, shaping how people interact with technology. So, digital life is the new life. Everybody, I look outside, I see the traffic going by. That's real life. That's real life. People are driving, going places, but the more and more AI takes over, the more and more technology takes over. Right now we have people that are actually behind the wheel driving. But then in certain parts of the world, certain parts of the US, certain states, there's automated car systems where people are just hopping in the back seat and the car is driving them. That's more of the digital world or digital life stepping into the real world scenario. The matrix merging, the online and the offline merging, where technology is taking over your everyday life and you start to become kind of numb to the situation. I can't imagine, just thinking right now, having AI, having a self-driving vehicle and being comfortable enough to sit in the back of it without any worries of this AI possibly getting into a car accident, possibly driving off of a bridge or doing whatever. I don't trust it yet. Might come a time where I trust it, but if you look at the news, which it doesn't always deliver the best or the most positive information, you'll see various accidents with self-driving vehicles and other things that can go wrong when you let AI take over. But think about it. 900 million weekly users. That's that's a lot. That is about 1/8, 1/7 of the world's population or so. Let's say 1/10 of the world's population. So 1 in 10 people, let's say, are using AI. Are you one of those people? Are you willing to give AI full control over everything that you have going on in your life? Is it something that, you know, you fully trust? Or do you still want to be able to take control over the things that you still have the ability to do? I want you to be able to make that decision. Decide to take over and take advantage of as many things that you possibly can as a real human, because soon, AI will take over the digital lives of the majority of people. But for right now, I want you to decide to do everything that you humanly can do in order to set the stage for the rest of your life. Now, I was just pulling up some stats and some information, and I was just looking at some numbers, and we talk about financial means and things that gears companies towards making decisions. So one thing shows that 50 plus million people are paying subscribers. So 50 plus million people are paying subscribers of OpenAI or ChatGPT. Depending on what plan you have, that right there is, that's massive amounts of money. And that can help a company make so many decisions and put their focus on various aspects of the business. And that's the part that they don't want you to notice. They don't want you to notice that with everything that you're feeding it, not only just financially, but with the information that you're giving it, the access to your life that you're giving it. OpenAI, along with other companies, is not just an OpenAI situation, even though this is the main focus of this article, but they're not alone. They might be the ones to start opening up the door for these changes, but soon most or all of the other AI software companies will be doing the same. The goal isn't to have you do everything, but what these tools are trying to do is they're trying to be more than a chat bot. It's trying to become the operating system of your entire digital life, as it says there. Now, I'm ready to hand some things off, as we do every day in the Hustler's secret success system within the Hustleverse. We allow AI to do a lot of the heavy lifting, but we still bring that human element. That's why I go live after my intro. I could give you just the intro, and that's more valuable than a lot of lives that I've seen where humans are actually talking. But I choose to let the AI do its part, and I choose to still participate and deliver the human aspect because we still need the human touch when it comes to building an online business and implementing those crucial key elements that you need in order to become successful. And that's that building that know, like, and trust. Now, we know you can rely solely on the AI, but the knowing, liking, and trusting of it, it can be eroded in a blink of an eye. As we seen a few weeks ago, right? When OpenAI made the decision to actually partner with the government on some projects. Once when that went mainstream, you know, that trust of this tool, of this source started to erode. People started to jump ship. People started to look at its competitors, mainly Claude, and say, hey, you didn't fold. You didn't make the same decision that OpenAI did. So now we trust you a whole lot more, and we're willing to ride with you a whole lot more than we are willing to ride with OpenAI. So that no like and trust factor can be eroded in a blink of an eye within 24 to 48 hours time frame. And imagine how much money this company actually lost based off of that one decision. But they're trying to make it up in other ways, refocusing, making other decisions, and deciding to partner with different companies to build and focus on their primary goal. So you can rely on a company to do all the things that you want, or you can still put your trust and faith in yourself. So, with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live. I hope you've gotten some light bulb moments. I hope you have decided to make a decision to be the leader in your particular business, to lead your life, make those decisions, and hopefully stick with those decisions and decide to take action on them. Now, I just wanted to pull up our dashboard just to see what we actually have going on today. Now, today being Wednesday, for me in particular, and a few of my business partners who are VIPs, we have a mastermind meeting today at 11 a.m. EST time. So that's about an hour and 16 minutes away. So I will be on that mastermind with my business partner, Mr. Wayne Crow. And this is for our, VIPs, where we'll get some high level information and we'll learn some exclusive skills and ways of building our business. And we'll keep moving forward as we always do. Now, for those who aren't VIPs, tomorrow, Thursday, starting at 6:30 a.m. EST time, there will be what we call Product Challenge Day 3. And at that time, Wayne will reveal the number one thing his most successful students figured out early. The thing most new members completely overlook and shows you exactly how to get it for yourself. So if you're able to be up that early, I want to encourage you to get started, to make a decision today, to set your alarm. If you can be there, be there. If you can't make it to that one, that's I understand. Because me personally, I'm not up that early, right? But there might be a opportunity for you to get some information that I won't get so that you can help deliver it to the community. That's part of building a leverage system. It's not on me to know everything. It's not on you to know everything. It's on you to build a team of people that work collaboratively together and so that you can complete the picture. Be be a piece of the puzzle that makes the puzzle complete. And so that everything comes together and everybody can be as successful as possible. But then after that meeting at 6:30 a.m. EST time, then we have our training on Thursday at 12 p.m. EST time. And well, matter of fact, tomorrow that'll be our, VIP coaching with my other business partner, Miss Beverly Samuel. And that one, I'm usually always on that one. Always get great information. We mastermind, we talk about things, we work out different problems, we talk about the problems, but even better, we focus on the solutions. So we have that. And Thursday is going to be packed, y'all. So Thursday is going to be a packed day. And then 2 p.m., that's the live training that, everybody is able to attend. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. But for now, I'm going to get ready for this VIP mastermind that's going on today. If you're a VIP, hopefully you'll be there to hear the information. And with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next live.
Woke up to silence, dreams still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane. But I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's gain. That got me dancing with denial at night. Scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day, sounded small at first. But in silence, even whispers can't quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink. Mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. To my PayPal pin, then they changed up the touch. No big brand, no six-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew.
tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call. So I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spin like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted. But now my bars turn pain into coated. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame, I asked for freedom and I claim my name now. Hustle berry on loop like healing chance for the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain. Cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom. Now the vision stick, no hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. Now my daughter sees me different, eyes full of fire. She said, Ma, your words lift me higher. This ain't a hustle, this a heart-led path, where math meets message and message meets math. Community over clicks, value over hype. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to type blueprints for the ones still stuck in fear. Let them borrow my belief till their purpose clear. Haters still quiet, but I'm loud with grace. Posting in peace, not a mask on my face. Every bar I drop, every beat I ride, I'm freeing the ones with the pain they hide. 10 minutes ain't much, but it changed my name. Turned struggle into strength and broke the game. I ain't sell a dream, I became one. Legacy started, now watch it run.
Yeah.